Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel and welcome to this video. Today we will be painting a beautiful landscape with some flowers, and first I'm starting with prewetting the entire paper. All the supplies I will be using in this video are listed in the description box, so if you want to check something out you can find it there. I also added a little bit of sky blue and some turquoise in the upper part of the sky, and to the lower part I've added a little bit of the dark brown to make this color slightly more grayish. And since my paper is completely wet, I am adding some washes with pink, with yellow, with turquoise, blue, and also using this soft pink mixed in with some yellow to create orangey tone. Of course, you can use any colors you like for your sky. You don't have to use exactly the same colors. If you want to make your sky completely blue, that's fine. If you want to use only yellow and blue, that's gonna also be fine. You can see that my sky is darker at the top, and at the bottom it is a lighter because that's where I'm going to be painting a sunset. So just make sure that you have some light in that lower part next to the ground. When I was finished with adding colors to my sky, when I was happy with how it looks, I did a couple of splatters using some blue and pink to create some flowers that are going to be blurred, and then with clean brush, which I've rinsed in water and then dry on a paper towel, I'm picking up the paint for the sun. I did dry it slightly, not fully. My paper is still wet, but it's not very wet. It doesn't have a lot of water on top of it. I did dry it slightly and then adding some flowers which are gonna also be blurred, and they're gonna bleed into my sky, but that's fine. We do want to make it blurred. If you notice that your paper is too dry, you just dry it completely and then wet it slightly to create these flowers with bleeds. But if your paper is too wet, do the same thing as I did. Just use a little bit of the hair dryer to dry it slightly, and if you notice that it's just only damped, that's gonna be fine. You don't want huge flowers, so we don't want huge bleeds. Maybe you can use a slightly smaller brush. If you're not sure, use a slightly smaller round brush to create those bleeds, and that's how you're going to make sure that you don't have too much water in your brush and it doesn't create a huge flowers in the background. Now I did dry it completely, and you could have seen in the process my sun paint was just bleeding into my sun. So again, use the same thing, just some clean brush and with a tiny bit of water in it, dried on my paper towel and just again removed the paint. And you can also use a paper towel and just dab on your paper to create that sun. When it was fully dry, I mixed again same colors. This is just some sky blue and turquoise for my flowers, and you can see this time I'm using quite amount of the pigment. I'm not being cheap with my pigment. I'm using very much because I want those flowers to be quite dark. And then with this Lebanson very nice thin brush, I'm creating stems, and you can see that my stems are not going all the way down into the ground, but I'm just flickering with my brush and just making them disappear. As lower we go, they are less and less visible because I don't want them to go to the edge of my painting. I just do want them to feather out and to disappear in that lower part where the ground is. Few smaller ones using this small brush, but you can use also a detail brush for this. That's going to be fine. And then I'm going to do a couple of splatters, very tiny splatters, just where my flower is. I'm not going to go into the sky, and also I'm going to try to avoid the sun when I do the splatters. If you're not sure, you can cover it with with just a tissue paper. And that's basically everything. We're done. Quite simple. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, you can ask them down in the comments and I will be happy to answer. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button, share it and comment. If you haven't still, please do subscribe to my channel. There are over 400 tutorials there and you maybe want to join in my channel and become a member. There is also many tutorials in real time on my membership channel. So just if you want to check it out, I will put the link in the description also. Again, thank you so much for watching and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!